Hi everybody, this is Joe Jurek and welcome back to Real Estate Investing Adventures, or REIA.fun. Why? Because real estate is always an adventure and sure can be a lot of fun. I appreciate you joining me today. What am I going to talk about? I often hear people saying, Joe, there's no deals in my area. Deals, deals, deals. Finding those deals. Well, it comes down to a couple of things. One, you got to work with more than one realtor to find those hot deals. And number two, you got to be looking for off-market, unlisted deals as well. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want this to work? It will be a direct correlation with how much time, energy, and effort you put into it. I often hear clients of mine talk about how they got one realtor and that realtor maybe isn't finding them deals that can help them. The key, you got to have more than one realtor to help you. I often will say split the duties between the realtors. Maybe one realtor can find bank-owned properties. Another realtor could look for price-reduced properties. Another realtor could just focus on vacant properties. Because sometimes they don't know exactly what you want. And if you give them too much, they'll send you about 100 listings and go, oh, here you go. I hope you find something that you want out of that 100. But what do I really need my realtors to do? I need them to sift, sort, and screen through the listings to try to ease my workload. To say, maybe, Joe, look at these 5, not send me 50 properties at a time. I'm relying on them to filter through and only send me the best properties that meet my criteria as close as they can to what I'm looking for. Also with realtors, you may want to write this down, ask them for pocket listings, meaning those listings that aren't already on the market. Maybe they took the listing, but the owner has a tenant in there and they do not want to list it on the MLS, the multiple listing service through the realtor, or maybe they don't want to put a sign in front of the property. So often, if you can find realtors that have pocket listings, those could lead to good deals. Another thing you want to look for are for sale by owner type of properties. Can you look in your local newspaper? Yes. Can you go on a website like Craigslist? You sure can. Can you go ahead and drive for dollars, driving through neighborhoods, maybe looking for sale by owner signs? You sure can. Can you look for distressed properties, meaning properties that maybe have mowed lawns or just not well kept up yards, or you see mail stacking up through the mailbox or on the front doorstep? Any of those things that you may notice that appear to have the house in a distressed condition, look up the owner and try to see if they're interested in selling. Can you also do marketing that says, we buy houses? And here's a point. It should always be we rather than I, because if it's I and you talk to people, they expect you to make the decision because the I means you're the one. If it's we, you always have an out. You have somebody else that you could say you need to talk to about that transaction. So if they expect you to make a offer on the spot or give an offer on the spot, I got to talk to my partner about it. There's always a way out. So could you put ads on Craigslist? You can. Could you post ads in the grocery store or in a laundromat? You can. Can you put out the famous yellow bandit signs? I've talked about those before on the website, as well as done videos on them. And don't forget, a lot of topics that I address here are going to be further addressed in the hundreds of videos I have on the website, realestateinvestingadventures.com. Those videos are tips, tricks, and strategies, little short videos to help you. So if you want to dig deeper, look at my video on bandit signs. It'll give you an exposure to doing those. But can bandit signs, of course, help you find properties? Yes. The other thing I might talk about are bird dogs. Are there other people out there that can help you look? There absolutely are. Now, with a bird dog, normally you're only going to pay them a fee if they find you something off market that you purchase. Now, the beautiful thing about that is you only have to pay them for properties you purchase. So is there really going to be a lot of out of pocket? No. In theory, they're working for free until they find you something that meets your criteria. So if they're free, doesn't it make the most sense to build an army? Yes, an army. Friends, family, neighbors, coworkers, the paper boy, the pizza delivery person, anybody and everybody that can help you locate maybe off-market or unlisted properties. So I want you to think about this. Don't think about your area saying, oh, Joe, inventory's low and you don't understand it's a hot market. What else are you doing to find other deals? Who else are you networking with to help you find deals? And the other thing that I would tell you is, can you get more creative? You sure can. What I want to tell you, a golden nugget that I came up with years ago, and I know other people are doing it too. Can you get magnets for the side of your car? We buy houses. Can you drive all over town? You sure can. When you go to the local mall, can you park right by the entrance so as cars come in and out, they see your sign on your car? Think about this. If you put that on your car and you went to the mall and you went there every week for a year, if you got one deal from somebody seeing your sign that you buy houses on your car, what could that be worth to you? A lot, couldn't it? Could that pay for marketing and advertising the rest of the year, or maybe in some cases, depending on how good of a deal, the rest of your life? It could. Now, I once had a client that I told that idea to, and one of the spouses said to the other, I won't tell you who, okay, but they said, I'd be so embarrassed to drive with that on my car. I don't know if I could do that. People would see me. Well, number one, that's the idea. But number two, I asked the person, would you be embarrassed by going into the bank and cashing a lot of checks? They go, what do you mean? I said, if it led to deals and you to getting checks, how would that make you feel? They go, oh, you kind of have a point. So here's what I want to share with you. If you got your car wrapped, we buy houses, and you can't take that wrapping or film off the car, that is a huge commitment. If you just get magnet signs that you could take on and off, okay, that isn't nearly as big of a commitment that you could throw in your trunk. So it's totally up to you. Are you wanting to do everything that you can to market? I had a professor in college that said, marketing is everything and everything is marketing. Okay? Isn't it funny how those things stick in your head after a while? I guess he drilled it home and the point kind of stayed with me. But here's the point that I'll tell you. Anytime that you can market, you want to do that. Anytime you're looking for deals, can you talk to people? Can you network? You can. Right now, I'm going to ask you right now, if you have your wallet or your purse, do you have any business cards in there? If you don't, you better do that right after this video. I don't want you leaving home without business cards. And if you're a diehard, you say, Joe, I'm an A player, I really want to make it happen. You need flyers that you can post up in either grocery stores, laundromats, anywhere that they'll have a cork board, community board that you can put a flyer. And lastly, what about carrying bandit signs in the trunk of your car? Maybe we buy houses. You might say, oh, Joe, I don't know if I need to carry them. I don't know if I have room, all the groceries. How committed are you? What if this weekend you're filling up at the gas station and you notice a vacant gas station across the street from the active one? I see that a lot when I travel. There's usually a gas station that maybe went out of business and they put a fence around it, like a metal fence around it, because it's closed up. Could you put a bandit sign on that fence, we buy houses, with like a quick zip tie or attach it somehow? And if it's a very busy corner, could people notice that? They could. Now, if you say, well, Joe, I don't want to carry them in my car, I'll just note where it is and one day go back there. Number one, it's going to be a waste of time to drive back and forth. And number two, you'll forget about it or you'll just run out of time. If you are truly committed to making this work. You should have business cards in your purse and wallet every day. You should have flyers and bandit signs in your vehicle. And you want to be all about marketing, because remember, marketing is everything and everything can be marketing, right? Okay, you know that. So I want you to get out there and find deals for realtors. I want you to get out there and find off-market unlisted deals. In my blog section with my videos, there are so many more ideas, okay, that you can watch videos. If you want to work with me, give me a call. I do consulting. Could I help you? I think I can. So until next time, live life in the moment with no regrets. Get out there and enjoy your real estate investing adventure and have fun with it. And most of all, make your dreams a reality. Believe and achieve. Until next time, Joe Jurek saying good luck and goodbye till next time.